With the new coronavirus strain, several states have taken precautionary steps. Curbs have been put in place. To get you a sense of what the situation is in different cities this morning, I'll be going across to our reporters on the ground. Anisha Mathur is joining us from Delhi. We have Saurabh Bhaktania getting you the latest updates from Mumbai and Indrajit Kundu joining us from Kolkata. Before I take this across to all our reporters on the ground, let me just sum up for you the latest updates. India, it's clear, has stepped up its vigil, its surveillance in view of the emergence of a new COVID strain, particularly found in the United Kingdom. While the centre has assured people that there is absolutely no reason to panic, it's also released standard operating procedures for flyers. According to these new guidelines, passengers coming from the United Kingdom must undergo RT-PCR tests. It's also stated that those positive must be isolated in a separate quarantine unit. All passengers coming from the UK from December 21st to 23rd would be subjected to the RT-PCR test on arrival, and this has to be ensured by respective state governments. Around 22 passengers from the UK have tested positive for the virus across India so far. The states have in fact stepped up surveillance and announced steps to prevent positive patients from becoming super spreaders.
As of now, based on our discussions, deep understanding of the data available, our discussions with scientists in UK, colleagues in WHO, and our own deep assessment, there is no cause for concern as panic.
This individual from institution has been moved to a hospital, King Institute Government Hospital. He is asymptomatic, other tests are being done. So it is incorrect to presume that he is a UK variant person. So that will be known once we do a genome analysis, for which we will be sending the sample to NIV Pune. People need not panic, but definitely we are following the protocols very strictly. We have also identified the remaining people, who have travelled in the last 10 days. There is no mandate to do it. But that also we are identifying and ensuring that they were all RT-PCR negative in home quarantine. We will be testing.
And let's first get in an update from the national capital, from Delhi. Anisha Mathur is joining us with the latest updates. Anisha, good morning. There was worrying news that came in yesterday of some passengers from London having tested positive for coronavirus. Any other steps that are being taken right now by the Delhi government, by the administration? For those who arrived also a few days earlier from the United Kingdom, are steps being taken to trace them down?
Well, yes, according to last night's data, 5 passengers who had come in from flights from the UK have tested positive in Delhi, while some others landing in various other cities have also tested positive. What is important, however, is that the central government as well as the Delhi government have said that all passengers will now, coming from the UK, will now be mandatorily screened with RT-PCR tests at the airport, and they will have to stay at the airport till the results come. What is also important is that the Delhi government has said they will start checking of all the passengers who have come to the UK, from the UK to Delhi in the last 2 weeks. This could encompass almost 6,000 to 7,000 people who have come in the last 2 weeks. But the government has decided that a 7-day home isolation will be mandatory for all those, even those who have tested negative at the airport. After 6 days of isolation, the passengers will have to undergo a test again. As per our latest figures that we had as of last night, about 478 passengers from 2 flights had been tested at the Delhi airport as of late last night, and their samples have been sent for testing. Back to you.
Okay, Anisha, thanks for that update from Delhi. I'd also like to introduce Akshay Nath from Chennai, Nagarjun Dwarkanath, who's getting us the latest from Bengaluru. But let me first take this across to Saurabh Bhaktania for the latest from Mumbai. Saurabh, a slew of norms that have been put in place by the BMC. If you could just break it down for us.
Very good morning, Ashita. First of all, for the passengers coming from UK, now that the flights from UK are banned, but yesterday over 590 passengers from UK actually landed in Mumbai, out of which 290 are sent to the respected hotels. Now, the passengers who are coming from Middle East and other European countries, they all will be sent to the hotels. Now, even if they carry the negative report for coronavirus, they have to institutional quarantine. Now BMC have booked over 2,000 rooms. Now the cost will be bared by the passenger itself. Therefore, the ratings of the rooms are from 1-star to 5-star hotels in and around Mumbai. Now, when we talk about more restriction, night curfew is imposed in Mumbai. Yesterday was the first night when the night curfew was imposed from 11 p.m. to morning 6 a.m. We saw Mumbai police officials present at several places. Bandobast was done, checking was done. They in fact announced at public places like Bandstand, Carter Road, Marine Drive, where public used to come in the night, where they made announcement that the night curfew is imposed and they should not come out, they should go to their respected home. Now, for the Christmas, Akshita, a special guidelines have been imposed that for Christmas it should be celebrated in a very simple way. In churches, only 50 people max should be allowed. When choir singing is going on, max 10 people should be allowed. People above the age of 60 and children below the age of 10 should be staying at home itself. So lot of things have been done, lot of guidelines have been imposed by the government of Maharashtra. So it's now up to the people to follow those rules so that we can curb coronavirus in a much better way.
So in Mumbai, a number of steps that's really been taken by the BMC. Indrajit Kundu is getting us the latest updates from Kolkata. Indrajit, good morning. One of the worries, as Saurabh pointed out, is that we're also in the festive season, which means people tend to gather in huge numbers for shopping sprees, for celebrations, for New Year's and whatnot. What are the kind of norms that have been put in place to counter that?
Well, Akshita, good morning. There is, of course, a concern about the surge in COVID cases here in West Bengal as well. In fact, last Sunday, a flight from UK, Air India flight, did land at the Kolkata airport. There were 226 passengers on board. 26 of them were tested, of which 2 have tested COVID positive. Now, these 2 youths have now been sent to hospitals, and samples have been collected once again from them, and they are being sent to the National Institute of Virology in Pune to ascertain whether they have the new strain of virus that's putting so much of a scare as far as London, UK is concerned. Now, as far as SOPs and protocols are concerned, flights from UK will remain banned at the Kolkata airport till about December 31st. That's the Government of India directive. However, on the ground here in Kolkata, the kind of norms that we've been seeing over the past few months, with a lot of relaxations, that continues to be in place. In fact, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee 2 days back inaugurated the Kolkata Christmas Festival on Park Street, the iconic location, and we can expect a lot of crowds. In fact, I was traveling from one of these locations in Newmarket just a few days back, and I saw a huge amount of crowd gathering there. So as far as people on the ground is concerned, there seems to be some amount of laxity because of the relaxations and in the unlock phase that have already been announced. However, at the airport, there will be scrutiny, and flights are being checked and people are being screened and quarantined according to the SOPs.
Okay, worrying that people are not doing their bit. Hopefully there will be more awareness. A new strain has now come to light, which means we need to be a lot more vigilant. Let's take this across now to Akshaya Nath. She's joining us live from Chennai. Akshaya, yesterday there was news of one passenger testing positive, someone who flew in from UK via Delhi to Chennai. Has there been a massive contact tracing exercise since?
We need to remember that the state of Tamil Nadu has been one of the forefronters in the kind of steps taken to ensure that COVID decreases in the state and in the country. So yes, contact tracing has been done by the government officials. So far, around 14 passengers who have come from Delhi have been identified, and these passengers have been asked to isolate themselves. And one person who had tested positive, he has been hospitalized, and his blood sample has been sent to Pune to verify if it is the new strain of COVID-19. And yes, there is a lot of concern because of COVID-19, the new strain that has come up, and a lot of SOPs have been put into place in Tamil Nadu as well. We need to remember that the state is going for polls in 2021, and to ensure that there is a safe situation and to ensure a smooth movement of the polling, the state government is being continuously taking steps, including that that during the New Year celebrations, all popular areas where crowds generally form have been restricted, especially like the Marina Beach, the Besanagar Beach, and also popular pubs, restaurants. All of them have been given a restriction that they cannot have any kind of event where there will be mass gathering. And
Okay.
similarly, there are certain other SOPs that have also been put into place, like quarantine systems, and also a special care will be taken for everybody who are traveling into the state of Tamil Nadu, is what we're being told, Akshita.
All right, let me also get in Nagarjun Dwarkanath. Nagarjun, a worry in a city like Bengaluru, which is known for its nightlife, which is known for its New Year parties, is to curb that and ensure that restrictions are in place to ensure people don't gather. For example, in Brigade Road, where huge crowds usually come together on New Year's Eve. What is the government doing to counter that?
Well, the government has already put in rules and regulations that no public celebrations will happen, be it Christmas or New Year, but the business will go on as normal in restaurants and pubs. There can't be no DJ parties, but the restaurant people can host dinner at the places. Maximum of 100 to 200 people is what the SOP says. Fortunately for Karnataka, no positive yet from Brittany's, but they're not in a panic mode. Remember, January 1st also the schools and colleges will open in Karnataka. Standard 10th and 12th standards, kids will go to the school for the first time since the lockdown. So Karnataka seems to be still not panicking in terms of the new strain of virus. Yesterday, the Chief Minister spoke to the media, said he's keeping a note about everything, the new developments happening in terms of this, but no night curfew is also the CM said. So Karnataka is still, what can I say, that there's not a panic mode. People, the Chief Minister and the government are still hoping that precautions can be enough.
Okay, Nagarjun, thank you for that update. I'd like to thank all our other reporters also for joining us on this broadcast and giving our viewers a sense of what are the kind of restrictions that have been put in place in different states and different cities across the country. Now, the new mutated strain of coronavirus has put, of course, the United Kingdom and really the rest of the world on high alert. The biggest worry, however, and there's a lot of speculation on this front, on whether the approved COVID vaccine will be able to ward off the new variant of novel coronavirus. The Indian government has said that there is no cause for concern or panic over this mutated virus. Niti Aayog member Dr. V.K. Paul said that India is yet to detect the mutated strain in the country. He said that the new strain is unlikely to have any impact on the potential of emerging vaccines. German pharma company, that's BioNTech, which developed the COVID vaccine with Pfizer, says its shots will work against the new strain. BioNTech added that the vaccine can be altered within 6 weeks to fight any new mutants. Several scientists in UK warned against more mutations and said that the new strain is unlikely to affect efficacy of the COVID-19 vaccines.
इस म्यूटेशन की वजह से जो हमारी ट्रीटमेंट गाइडलाइंस हैं उसमें भी कोई बदलाव नहीं आता और बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट ये भी बात है जहां तक अभी तक समझ आ रही है वैज्ञानिकों को कि इस म्यूटेशन होने के बावजूद जो भी वैक्सीन अभी डेवलप हो रहे हैं पर्टिकुलरली जो हमारे देश में डेवलप हो रहे हैं और जो बाहर जो विकसित हुए हैं जितने भी हुए हैं लगभग उनको अगर हम इस दृष्टि से देखें कि क्या इस म्यूटेशन से उनके ऊपर नेगेटिव प्रभाव पड़ेगा कि वो काम नहीं करेंगे ऐसा नहीं है
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.